Hi, I'm Jason Shon Bennett. I'm the best-selling author of Eat Less, Live Long and My 20 Golden Rules. I'm an international speaker, I'm a health researcher, a health coach, and I self-cured myself of all disease over 25 years ago. I'm now in my 50s, I've got adult children, I've got 4 kids, and I've got a granddaughter. I'm happily married, I'm a Kiwi here in New Zealand, and I've dedicated my life to teaching what I've learnt. And I've worked with doctors and naturopaths, nutritionists, health researchers and specialists all over the world. And I've dedicated my life to teaching you how to live a long, healthy life free of drugs and disease. Now, what is it about VITUS and VITUS supplements and plant-based whole foods that I love the most? Well, if you look back at what I've done in my own history, when I started getting well back in the 1980s, I started researching superfoods back then. So I was looking at plant-based whole foods, I was looking at superfoods, I was growing my own wheatgrass. So I have a huge history with superfoods, and I was one of the original creators and educators in the 1980s and the 1990s of superfoods and plant-based whole foods. So if you go way back 30 years, I started talking about it, educating the market, introducing spirulina and wheatgrass, barley grass, chlorella, astaxanthin, superfoods with nutritional intakes such as zeaxanthin and cryptoxanthin and phycocyanin and plant pigments, really looking at what are the plant-based superfoods and the plant-based whole foods that make the biggest difference to our health. And one of the things that I got really, really clear about a long time ago is that we cannot reproduce or improve on what Mother Nature's done. She's provided us already with the best foods in the world. Apples are amazing, cabbage is amazing, spinach is amazing, kale is amazing, linseed is amazing, flax. There's so many different superfoods and whole foods that are available now that we know the research is done on. And when I've done my own research around this as well, which I've done in Eat Less, Live Long, I've looked at those longest lived cultures all over the world, what we call the centenarian cultures. These are those cultures that live into their 100s at a rate 5 to 10 times more than we do. Not only that, they get there without drugs and without disease. So they live literally a long, healthy life free of drugs and disease. And since I've been changing what I eat, and I've been eating a plant-based whole food lifestyle, diet and lifestyle for about 30 years or so now, since I've been doing that, I haven't been sick. So I haven't had a cough, cold, flu, bug, virus. I cured myself a long, long time ago. That's why I'm so passionate about teaching this information now and passing this information on. Now, do I take supplementation? Yes, I do. The only supplements, however, that I take are always plant-based and whole foods. That's always what I take. Why do I like VITUS so much? And why is it that once I realized this range was here and available and I started using it, I realized I would never use another brand again? This to me is the peak of nutrition when you're looking for supplementation, because you can take isolated man-made vitamins. Generally, they are isolated, they're taken out of a chemical process, they're often from genetically engineered material in the first place, they're then isolated, extracted, separated out, gone through a chemical process, and then they're sold as synthetic vitamins. I'm personally not a fan of synthetic vitamins. Why? Because when you look at nature, Mother Nature never gives us a vitamin or a mineral on its own. She always combines them together to make them work for the digestive system, the immune system, the respiratory system, for our absorption overall. Mother Nature always gives us everything packed together to work together. That's how it works. You can't isolate a vitamin and have it work the same way. So it's really important to always have your supplementation in a whole food. And that's the beautiful thing about what VITUS does. Starting with spirulina, then looking at calcium, then looking at magnesium, looking at the iron and vitamin C, looking at the digestive mixture, looking at all of those different mixtures that you get with VITUS. They are the supplements I use. I use the spirulina tablets myself. I've got a son who broke a Guinness World Record a few years ago and got flown to Rome and did a tour all through Rome with his Guinness World Record feat. He'd been raised on a plant-based whole food diet by me as his parents. And then he fasted, he ate plants, then he broke a Guinness World Record in a speed, strength and endurance event. He loves spirulina, he's been raised on it. I've got my wife Tracy, and she'll be showing you videos right here on the site as well. My wife Tracy, she makes incredible recipes, and she adds magnesium powder from VITUS, and she adds VITUS calcium powder to her different mixtures that she makes in the programs and the things that we offer and we teach people. Then we've got my other daughter Tove, who uses the iron and vitamin C from VITUS. She does that in her smoothies in the morning. Then we've got my 2 hardcore vegan sons, our youngest 2 kids, and they're putting spirulina and the calcium in their porridge and all the things that they eat as well, so they take them every day as well. So my whole family uses VITUS. I use VITUS. I love it because of the quality, because of the ethics, the environmental stance, the fact that they're all gluten-free, they're all vegan, they're animal-friendly, they're free from artificial flavors, they've got nutrient protection in the bottles. As I said, 100% vegan, the entire range of the company. I've known the family a long time and they're wonderful people. They've got a great crew as well. So when I look at the overall picture of what kind of difference do I want to make to the world, what do I want to put in my body, and how do I want to treat the world, and what kind of legacy do I want to leave, that's what points me towards VITUS. You've got the best quality ingredients, the best quality packaging, the most ethical and environmental caring. You've got 100% vegan, animal friendly, leaving such a wonderful legacy for the future in terms of, can we get our nutrition without having to kill a whole lot of animals? Yes, we can. And that environmental footprint as well. So it's a beautiful mixture without any synthetics, without any flavors, without any excipients, anything added at all. Just pure plant-based whole food nutrition. That is why I'm such a fan of the VITUS range.